There is a unique and deeply satisfying joy that comes from stepping into your own garden and harvesting something delicious for your table. It's a connection to the earth, a return to the source of our nourishment. For many, gardening involves the annual ritual of tilling, sowing, and planting, a cycle that, while rewarding, requires significant effort year after year. But what if I told you there's a way to cultivate a garden that not only provides for you but does so with increasing generosity over time, asking for less in return? This is the promise of a perennial food garden. Imagine a landscape that awakens each spring on its own, its roots delving deeper, its structure becoming more robust, and its bounty more plentiful with each passing season. This isn't a fantasy, it's the reality of planting perennial edibles. These are the stalwarts of the garden, the plants that, once established, become a permanent and beautiful part of your home's ecosystem. They are an investment in the future, a legacy of flavor and sustenance that you can rely on for years, even decades to come. It's a simpler, more sustainable way of living and eating. Today I want to share with you 20 of my favorite perennial plants that will feed you forever. We'll explore everything from savory vegetables, aromatic herbs, luscious fruits, nuts. Each one has been chosen for its reliability, its flavor, and its ability to transform your garden into a lasting source of culinary inspiration. If you want to add a touch of architectural drama, look no further than the globe artichoke. This member of the thistle family is a true showstopper. Silvery green, serrated leaves, striking flower buds. Growing artichokes feels like cultivating a piece of sculpture. They require a sunny position, fertile soil, well-drained soil, and in return, they provide one of the most intriguing and delicious vegetables you can grow. In warmer climates, they are reliably perennial. In colder zones, a heavy winter mulch is essential. The harvest itself is an event. You pick the unopened flower buds when they are tight and heavy for their size. Preparing them is a ritual. Steaming, boiling, then pulling off each leaf to dip in melted butter or a vinaigrette, scraping the tender flesh with your teeth. The grand prize is the heart, the tender, nutty-flavored base. An artichoke plant will produce for several years. Sea kale, or crab maritima, is a beautiful and unusual perennial vegetable, once popular in Victorian kitchen gardens. It grows wild on European coasts. Its large, wavy, blue-green leaves make it a stunning ornamental. It's incredibly tough, tolerating salt spray and poor soil, but will be more productive in a well-amended garden bed. The plant forms a deep taproot, making it drought-tolerant once established. The true culinary prize comes from forcing in early spring. Cover the emerging crowns to exclude light, then remove to reveal blanched, tender white shoots with a delicate, nutty flavor, somewhere between asparagus and celery, with a hint of cabbage. They're traditionally steamed and served simply with melted butter, a unique, sophisticated vegetable that brings a sense of history and special occasion to your harvest. And it's really something special. Every well-rounded culinary garden needs a plant with a bit of a kick, and horseradish delivers that in spades. Be warned. This is a plant with vigor. Once you plant a piece of the root, you will likely have horseradish forever. Even the smallest fragment can resprout. So many gardeners choose a large, deep container to check its spread. It's incredibly low maintenance, content with a sunny spot and average soil, asking very little attention. The magic happens in fall after first frost. You'll dig a portion of the main root, leaving the rest for future harvests. The pungent, spicy flavor is only released when grated. Freshly prepared horseradish is a revelation, far superior to anything in a jar. A little blended with sour cream or creme fraiche is the perfect accompaniment for roast beef, or to add surprising heat to vinaigrettes, even a Bloody Mary. Long before lemons were widely available, gardeners relied on sorrel for its bright, acidic flavor. It emerges early, thrives in partial shade, produces prolifically, and harvesting outer leaves encourages more. Sorrel mellows when cooked. A classic sorrel soup enriched with a bit of cream and an egg yolk is timeless. Fresh leaves add zest to salads or sauces for fish, where its acidity cuts richness. If you enjoy celery, grow lovage, a towering perennial with an intense herbaceous celery flavor, and bridori. Every part is edible. Leaves, stems, seeds, and roots. A single plant is often enough for a family. It dies back in winter and returns with vigor each spring. Young leaves chopped into soups, stews, or stocks impart a deep, savory flavor. Hollow stems make flavorful straws for tomato juice or a Bloody Mary. Seeds, tasting like celery crossed with fennel, are beautiful in breads, savory biscuits, or infused into cordials. Lovage is truly generous. No kitchen garden, no matter how small, is complete without a clump of chives. They are reliable and user-friendly. A small pot quickly grows into a dense clump to harvest most of the year. All they ask is a sunny spot and an occasional haircut. The more you snip, the more they grow. In late spring, beautiful globe-like purple blossoms appear, also edible. Scatter blossoms on salads, mix into soft cheese, or make a pink-hued chive blossom vinegar. The green stalks are indispensable. Over scrambled eggs, baked potatoes with sour cream, or into vinaigrettes. The pine-like aroma of rosemary transports you to a sun-drenched Mediterranean hillside, a woody evergreen herb with intense flavor and beautiful structure. In warm climates it becomes a long-lived shrub. In colder regions, grow in a pot and bring to a sunny window in winter. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil, and is drought-tolerant once established. Rosemary loves roasted meats, like lamb and chicken, and is classic with potatoes. Strip woody stems to use as skewers for vegetables or shrimp. Infuse olive oil or vinegar, or bake into rosemary shortbread or lemon rosemary pound cake. Thyme is quintessential, a low woody perennial that thrives in sunny, dry, well-drained spots. Many varieties form fragrant ground covers between paving stones, releasing scent when walked upon. Tough and resilient, it gives more than it asks. In cooking, its earthy, slightly minty flavor anchors French and Mediterranean cuisines. Bouquet garni, stocks, soups, stews, roasted vegetables, poultry, and savory baking. A patch by the door means your steps from elevating any dish with rustic elegance. Oregano, the pizza herb. The robust peppery flavor is synonymous with Italian and Greek cooking. As a hardy perennial, it forms a lovely vigorous ground cover in sunny, well-drained spots. Give it room or natural containment. Fresh oregano is brighter and less overpowering than dried. Essential for pizza and tomato sauce, wonderful in marinades and over grilled vegetables, Greek salad with feta, or baked into breads. Harvest just before flowering for peak oils, dry bunches for winter. Hardneck garlic, a gourmet staple. While most garlic is grown annually, hardnecks suit a perennial system. Plant cloves in fall. They overwinter in the ground. In early summer, remove the scape so energy goes to the bulb. Harvest most bulbs, leave a few to divide and multiply for continuous smaller harvests. Scapes are a delicacy. Grill them, chop into pestos, or sauté with spring vegetables. Hardneck bulbs are complex and fiery, from spicy to rich and musky. Growing your own connects you to a flavor cycle store-bought can't match. It's truly rewarding. Egyptian walking onion. The everlasting allium. It makes bulbils at the top. As they get heavy, the stalk bends and the bulbils root, effectively walking across your garden. This creates a perpetual patch needing almost no intervention. Harvest green, shoots like scallions in spring, pungent top bulbils for pickling or stir-fries, and dig base bulbs for milder onion flavor. Plant just a few, and ensure a permanent, ever-expanding supply of onions. A curious, productive, truly perennial vegetable. There is nothing that says summer quite like a sun-warmed strawberry picked straight from the plant. Choose ever-bearing or day-neutral varieties for harvest from early summer to first frost. Let runners root for a self-replenishing patch or trim to keep tidy. A well-maintained bed is productive for years. Step out on a summer morning to pick sweet berries for cereal or yogurt. Homegrown flavor is leagues beyond supermarket fruit. Perfect fresh and wonderful for jams, pies, shortcakes, or macerated over ice cream. A joy for all ages. Growing raspberries guarantees a supply of delicate, flavorful fruit. Summer-bearing produce on last year's canes, ever-bearers fruit on new canes in fall and again next summer. Plant both to extend the season and provide a sturdy trellis. A raspberry that slips easily from its core is bliss. Eat by the handful, make exquisite jams, sauces, and desserts. Freeze for smoothies and winter baking. A long-term investment well worth the effort. For robust, prolific berries, plant blackberries. Modern thornless canes offer wild, wine-like flavor with easier harvests. They're tough, reliable, and can yield pounds of fruit each summer. Ripening mid to late summer, color deepens from red to glossy black. Fantastic in pies, crumbles, cobblers, often paired with apples. Make rich jams and jellies or muddle with mint and sugar, top with sparkling water. Blueberries are delicious and beautiful. Spring brings delicate white bells, summer brings fruit, and fall brings crimson foliage, year-round interest. The key is acidic soil. Amend with peat moss or sulfur if needed. Plant 2 or more varieties for better pollination. Established bushes produce for decades. Snack off the bush, bake into muffins, pancakes, and pies. They freeze exceptionally well. There's something luxurious about a fresh, ripe fig. In warm climates, fig trees become magnificent. In colder zones, grow in large containers and overwinter in a protected garage or basement, or choose cold hardy types, like Chicago hardy. Beautiful lobed leaves and smooth gray bark frame soft fruit filled with honeyed pulp. Enjoy fresh, with prosciutto or cheese, roast with balsamic, bake into tarts, or make rich fig jam, a living link to ancient culinary traditions. Growing nuts seems ambitious, but hazelnuts are accessible. They're multi-stemmed shrubs, manageable and ornamental, with handsome leaves and long winter catkins. Plant at least 2 compatible varieties for reliable crops. In autumn, nuts ripen and fall. Dry for a few weeks, then shell. Fresh hazelnuts are sweet, rich, and nutty, far superior to old store nuts. Eat raw, roast to deepen flavor, or bake into biscotti and flourless chocolate tortes. We conclude with the most classic and iconic of all perennial food plants, the apple tree. Planting an apple tree is a true investment in the future, a legacy that can provide food and beauty for generations. By choosing dwarf or semi-dwarf rootstock, you can grow a productive tree even in a smaller garden. There is an apple variety for almost every climate and taste, tart and crisp for baking, sweet and juicy for eating fresh. It's a beautiful tree with lovely spring blossoms and the satisfying sight of ripening fruit. The possibilities are nearly endless. The simple joy of a crisp apple off the tree, press for fresh cider, cook into applesauce and apple butter, bake into pies, crisps, and cakes. Store in a cool, dark place for fruit well into winter. An apple tree connects you to the seasons and provides a sense of permanence and abundance in your garden and in your life. It's a very good thing. As we've seen, creating a garden that feeds you forever is not just a dream, it's a tangible and deeply rewarding reality. By choosing these 20 perennials, or even just a few, you weave permanence and productivity into your landscape. Simweist and Phi moving from yearly labor toward partnership with nature. I encourage you to start small. Choose 1 or 2 plants from our list that excite you, perhaps a clump of chives by the door, or a raspberry cane along a fence. Experience the unique pleasure that comes from planting something once and harvesting for years to come. Your garden, your kitchen, and your connection to the food you eat will be all the richer for it. Thank you for joining me today. Happy gardening.